This is my last video for my trip in Bali, and then after this we're catching up right to the present moment. I just finished filming a video yesterday doing some camping in the Canadian wilderness, which I know a lot of you guys love to see that kind of stuff. Plus there's kind of an update discussion in that one, so that's going to come out after this video, but this one is just wrapping up some of the stuff that I do there, plus my trip back, and it sort of catches you up near the end of the video as a few things that I've been up to since then. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. Here it is. I switched up locations. I left the Blue Star Hotel in Med and now in Padangbai. I was here earlier on. I'm gonna do another dive session here, I think. I just don't want to pay the $100 to go out in one of these boats, because that's what a lot of these guys charge. And I'm gonna see if I can get in over there at the beach and then do that. Yeah, it looks like they rent equipment right here. $25,000 to stay down there in a lawn chair and go snorkeling, which is way cheaper. It's like $2.50 compared to $100.
Okay, we're starting off with some pretty ominous music because unfortunately this is a pretty ominous situation that I'm swimming into. And it's not all bad, but it's something that's troubled me the whole time I was in Bali, and in this particular location I managed to see quite a bit of plastic. The plastic in the water here wasn't always visible. The bigger bits circulate around with the currents, so sometimes you get into a spot and you see very little, and other times you see quite a bit of it. However, these shallow spots tend to accumulate it like a magnet would, so a lot of this stuff that I'm picking up now has probably been there for a while, and some of it may have even come from people on the beach.
I could probably spend this entire dive picking up plastic, but we're gonna go check out the corals because that's what we're here for.
And that's true, I came back to this place to look at the coral. There's a lot of beautiful coral in this area, and I just wanted to appreciate them while I was here. It just so happened that I happened to see a lot of plastic at the same time. If I had a catch bag with me, I'd probably try to stuff it with every little piece of plastic that floats by me, so at least I'm taking something out, but there's very little that I can actually grab and take out. I can stuff it under my belt and in behind the leggings of my wetsuit, but I find a lot of it drifts out as I'm swimming along, and I get back to the beach and most of it's gone. So I kind of wish I had a catch bag. It's all good. Alright, I'm going to try to lighten the mood now and share some of the more enjoyable parts of this dive with you, including seeing that sea turtle way down there.
Right now I'm diving down to one of the deeper sections off of this bank that's coming off of the point of this area. And I was told there was some reef tip sharks down at the bottom. I didn't see any. And most of the coral here on the side wasn't extremely lifelike. There was some life in it, but it wasn't as vibrant as some of the stuff that I was seeing in the shallow waters. Nevertheless, it was pretty cool and fun to see what I could see while I was down here. So yeah, this is the top side view of that point, and I spent a little bit of time out here doing a few drops, this being one of my more favorite ones off of the point. This one was just nice because of the amount of life that I saw in it. It was just a little bit more rich than some of the others. And most notably was the 2 fish inside of this barrel sponge right here that I'm swimming up to. There's also this coral grouper that swims up, is quite pretty right there. Beautiful fish. But yeah, check this out. Right inside of this barrel sponge, we've got a lionfish and a porcupine fish all puffed up. I don't know if they're just duking it out or they're just hanging out in there, but I thought it was the coolest thing to see these two inside of this thing. See you dudes.
That was pretty cool. See a lionfish and a pufferfish hanging out in one of those really cool sponges. I think that's what it is, a sponge or something like that. Pretty neat little thing. Anyway, as you can see, I swam around the point. I put in like around the corner over there, so there's a little bay over here. Some really cool rock formations over there on the shore too.
So yeah, after that I decided to spend most of my time in the shallower waters, and there was quite a bit to see there too. I couldn't really tell you what these little fish are, but they kind of remind me of herring or smelt back home. Just a huge, fast-moving bait ball. They're very fast. And here's a bunch of cute little fish on top of this coral here. And this one was really alien looking, super neat. I mean, they're all pretty neat, and I did spend quite a bit of time just poking around, looking at the coral. I don't even share half of what I saw down here. You see that? The little fish under there? So that was a triggerfish, which daringly swam down beside. He had snatched up some claw from a crab, and I decided that this would make some pretty good fish food. So yeah, on the way back to the beach, I picked up a few more things to try and do a little bit more cleanup on the way out. Almost caught this fish too.
Pringles. I had to buy some down to the beach to get some change. And I had Pringles last night for dinner too, so I'm having Pringles now. There's definitely like more to see down there. There's cool creatures and all that sort of stuff. The highlight for me today was seeing the pufferfish and the lionfish inside that sea moss thing. Yeah, I promise I won't eat while I talk. but there's a lot more plastic in the water. It's just troubling, and it's like it's everywhere. It's like down on the beach. It's like where I parked the motorcycle. It's all over the place. And I'm super sensitive to that kind of thing. Like it really, really, really bothers me to the point where it's like, I don't know. And I was thinking about this on the way back. I was like, maybe I should be paying for these boat trips because maybe some of the money from that goes towards the cleanups. But I don't know if it does because a lot of this stuff is all cash and it's hard to trace really where that's going to go and whether or not it actually goes there. It almost needs to be kind of managed on a government level in a sense where the government's kind of like, okay, this place is a tourism place. Let's clean it up and make it really clean, and there should be some sort of coalition with the surrounding countries as well to try and clean up this plastic mess. And maybe I need to get on board and do something about it. I don't know yet. I'm just kind of tired. I need to pack up my stuff. I'm gonna hit the road. I'm gonna head back to where my daughter is and hang out there. And maybe I'll do a little side day trips from that location. But this is this little adventure here. Does this look familiar? I got the exact same room as I had before. The girls are so happy to see me get back, and I'm happy to be back. So, got this nice balcony that I love to hang out on and can dry off all my gear. I'm gonna do a big cleanup on my dive gear, get all that cleaned up, and then yeah, even though it's premature for me to be back this way to see my daughter, fingers crossed that her mom warms up to it and I get to see Emma a little bit more. But yeah, man, I'm happy to be back here. Morning, dogs. These guys are loud this morning and barking at each other. Good morning. Woohoo, manta rays today. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I got an hour scooter ride to go to Sanur Beach or Sanur Harbor and taking a speedboat-ish kind of over to Nusa Penida. It's an island that's close by. And then from there taking another boat to a coastline off a different island called Nusa Penida to do the little dive. Anyway, I'm gonna get the fins and everything in here.
This was actually one of the funnest things I did while I was in Bali, is just riding around on the scooter. And I pretty much did it every day, just going from point A to point B, running out to get groceries or food or doing laundry. And it was a lot of fun. So I'm going to share this ride because it's beautiful and also because it's just sort of a memoir. I don't have a lot of this footage. It's just really nice to see these streets and relive it. Traffic is insane too. This is not so bad because it's first thing in the morning, but during rush hour this place is crazy. Even right here it's just jam-packed with people. I actually made really good time on this particular morning getting out to where I was going. It was just remarkably smooth, very little traffic, and really beautiful ride.
Right on. Alright, so I think the harbor's on the other side of that breakwater over there. I got my ticket and my pass to go on the boat already. So I'm just gonna hang out, chat with my brother on the phone. He sent me a text while I was on my way, and then just get on one of these boats and head on over there. The island we're going to, it's pretty hard to make it out, but it's over that way. So you just sort of see it through the fog there. And that's Bali back that way, so. Anyway, it's not uncommon to pay for a bathroom here. I just paid for that. I just had to go pee. 5,000, which works out to be like 40 cents or something like that. Yeah, anyway. Almost time to go on the boat. Cool. Oh, that water looks gorgeous, man. I almost wish I had a bit more time. I could spend some of it over here. Hey, how are you?
I'm coming from Manta, man.
Hey, good.
You booked for something today, right?
That's right. Thank you. Merci. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put this camera away, get suited up. This is gonna be a 5-minute drive to the site, and then I'm just gonna try to jump in the water and make the most of it. It's kind of a go, but there's this cool water park out here.
You ever watch the movie Puff on Netflix? That's what this guy is right here. He's that main character in that movie, is this little dude. I was so happy to see him. I was like, I know you. I actually caught him hanging out in this little coral restoration project here, which you see quite a bit in Bali and different places. So anyway, I'm out with this group from Aquaman and paid for this tour. It cost me about $65 to come over here on the speedboat and join these guys to go out and visit the manta rays. But before we're going to the manta rays, they brought us to this little reef to check out and just swim around and see if we could find some sea turtles and that sort of thing. I was kind of near the end of my breath hold when I saw this guy, so I didn't get any closer to this, and I didn't really want to get any closer than this anyway. He looked like he was pretty happy chilling on his own. I was kind of like, hey dude, we'll see you later. This guy on the other hand is really cool. There's another porcupine fish hanging out underneath this coral. And this piece here was already broken off, but I decided to pick it up and bring it up to the surface anyway. I just wanted to have a better look at it. And it's kind of cool too how it changes colors as you get closer to the surface. It's got a lot more red in it than I thought it did. The white you see on the underside is bleaching, and seeing how most of this has actually got color in it, it's still a living piece of coral. So there's still a chance that it can reattach or do something down there, I guess. So, see you, bud. So that was kind of like the warm-up dive to the manta rays, which we're off to now. And this is the most beautiful rock I've ever seen. And yeah, unfortunately, running into plastic even out here. There are these little areas that just back eddy and collect this stuff, and every now and then you just run into it while you're out and about. Some places it's not there, and other places it's all over. But all this foam on the water too happened to be a lot of fuel. Like I could taste it in my mouth. It was like the fuel from the boats. I just think there's so many boats that visit this area throughout the day that it also gets collected on the surface of the water and accumulates just like this. And there we go. It took a little while, but there's the first manta ray. That's what I came out here for. Don't worry, there's more manta rays to see. I just, on one of my drops, I found this octopus down here at the end of my breath hold, and I wanted to dive down on it and see if I could spend a little time with it, which I was able to. It was really cool. So I did a little post-production investigation into what kind of octopus this might be, and I think it's the day octopus, which only comes out during the daytime. Maybe it comes out at night too, but apparently these guys hide away during the evening and sleep at the same time that we sleep. In any case, it was really cool just to chill out with him. He kind of shifts his tone a little bit just as I start thinking about going back up for air. See you, dude. On the way back up, I point him out to a couple of those scuba divers. And as soon as I surfaced, the guy to the group was yelling at me to come over. He's like, the manta rays are over here. I was like, yeah, but there's a cool octopus here. In any case, I swam over and took another look at the manta rays. They were definitely a beautiful sight, but they were also the main attraction, so it was hard to get these shots of them without having people swimming in front of my camera. Nevertheless, I managed to get a few clips of them just before we wrapped up the dive. This one was really cool too, I like that shot. Anyway, that was it. There's a little more plastic cleanup as we head back into the boat and back to the mothership. Well, my mothership, the speedboat back to Bali.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was fun.
See you next time.
Okay.
Will you come back?
Oh yeah, definitely. That was pretty dope. Okay, it's the last little boat back to Bali.
It was a long, rainy ride back to my hotel. The traffic was pretty condensed, and this is just a short clip of it, but gives you some sense of some of the traffic that's here when it is busier. A couple days later, I was visiting this beach that was close by to where I was staying, and of course, lots of plastic, fishing nets, tires, just more random plastic on the beach. And I'm sharing all this because the plastic problem is a global problem, and I know that I've seen it in British Columbia, and I've seen it on lots of other YouTube videos all over the world. So it's not like this is Bali's fault. I'm just visiting Bali, and Bali is one of those small islands in the Pacific Indian Ocean that collects this stuff. It's close by to some of these garbage patches. And yeah, some of this garbage is from Indonesia. But some of it's also from elsewhere. And it's kind of a problem that we all need to look at. But the more I dig into this problem and the more I research it after having gone on this trip, the more I am baffled at how big this problem actually is. In any case, I decided before I was going to go home to Canada, I better do one more thing and see if I can participate in some sort of beach cleanup of some kind, which is what I'm about to do next. But first I'm gonna go rinse my feet off because I just walked through that little outflow back there, which was pretty smelly, if you know what I mean.
Alright, not sure where this is fitting into a video, but I'm just down here to meet up with the Trash Hero group out of Canggu, which is an Indonesia Trash Hero party. And try to do a beach cleanup with them. So I brought my gloves, leave the scooter there. Let's see if we can go find them. Alright, I'm getting a crash course. I'm late for the party. This is Sebastian. He's giving me a crash course on this. Hey buddy.
Hi.
So, small bag here's for recyclables, which is that stuff?
Yeah, exactly. So we
just
have
normal
the
stuff.
drinking bottles in all shapes, sizes and colors.
Yeah.
Aluminium cans, glass bottles, and then those so-called aqua cups. But in this case, only the cup itself is recyclable. So this one goes into the big bag, and only those go into the recyclable. And organics we just leave on the beach because it's taken care of by nature itself, and it's not supposed to end up in the landfill because 60% of everything in the landfill is organics, and that could actually be good compost. So we don't want to contribute to that. In case we find those offerings, some people think maybe better not touch them. It's fine to take the plastics and just put it in the bag, and this one we just gonna leave it. Also like coconut, banana, whatever we find organics can just stay there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically it for the rules.
So I'll take one of these two for the garbage?
For the non-recyclables.
Okay.
And we do the cleanup for 1 hour.
Gotcha.
And then we meet here again at around 5:30, 5:35. Then we're gonna weigh the trash, take a group picture, and everyone is invited to join us for coffee afterwards here in Little Barum. But if you have to go, that's also fine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Pleasure having
See
you.
you in a bit, yeah. Okay, there we go. Do a little cleanup here. So I'm probably gonna put you guys down for a bit, just so that I have all my hands free to get as much as I can. It's a pretty populated beach though. It's way busier than the one that I'm normally at. And there doesn't seem to be as much trash here, so anyway, I'll just kind of go around, do my thing, and give back a little bit. So that's the plan. All right, that's about an hour. That doesn't feel like much, maybe 4 or 5 kilos. And apparently a truckload of this stuff goes into the ocean from Indonesia every single day. Or sorry, every minute of every day. Maybe that's in the whole world, I don't know. It's crazy, so this doesn't even put a dent in it, and it's like all these people here, if they all got to work at the same time and did it more regularly, it'd probably be pretty good. But it's a small way of giving back today for at least part of my time here. I feel like I could do more. If there was a beach that, maybe that other one that's got a lot more plastic on it. This one's just probably gets picked on quite a bit because of the popularity of it. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go bring this up to the group, and I guess they weigh it or do something, and then that's it. Looks like they got quite a bit. Thank you. It's all the water bottles. So, from what I can see, it's mostly like tourists and expats that are participating. There's some locals too, but not a big turnout for this one. But it certainly helps. It's kind of a weird thing to do on a holiday, but I feel like for that barracuda I got, this is a good way to give back and give thanks. And all that diving I did was pretty nice. Anyway, I'm sweating like crazy. I'm just like, it's all wet. It's pretty hot. I have no idea what temperature it is, but it's quite hot being out there. Okay, apparently it's photo op time, so I gotta get in there for a photo. Grand total 61 kilos. That's all that right there.
Nice to meet you too. You gonna join us for coffee?
No, I'm gonna head back.
You need to head back, yeah? Do you also have an Instagram? So maybe we can just tag you in our Instagram?
Yeah, but I got a YouTube. That's
yeah, but like we don't know how to tag a YouTube channel, so that's why I wanted to say like, okay, we have somebody who made a YouTube video. That's his Instagram. So it's kind of like
perfect.
Yeah, just send your Instagram tag to mine.
Which one is mine? This is one.
And that's it, guys. I'm wrapping up my trip in Bali. It's time to go back to the hotel, pack up my stuff, and grab an airplane back to Canada. So I'm going to finish this up with a nice song that says it all. Ready to come to Canada?
And everybody's got to run, and ain't nobody gonna hold you. And everybody needs someone. Don't try to go alone. Don't say I never told you. When you wake up tomorrow and your heart ain't feeling right, I'd love to steal up all the say goodbye to pain and sorrow every day and every night.
It's been a slice, Polly. It's been a slice.
I once heard somebody say, this is living don't come easy, and you never find your way. And if you try and walk alone, you're already lost, believe me. And if the word rings true, and there's darkness before light, find somebody and get together. Make love that lasts forever, every day and every night. when the whole damn world is beating you down? What about when you get burned from the tricks you never learned? And now you're dead on the ground. The story's sad, but it's true. And it can get the best of anyone. This loneliness won't get you through. You're gonna need to find a friend, gonna need to find someone. And if you wake up tomorrow and your heart ain't feeling right, find love to steal or borrow. Say goodbye to pain and sorrow every day and every night. Every day and every night.
That's all I'm gonna do while I'm up here. Oh, it's Easter family time.
Who wants cheese? No, you don't. Who wants cheeseburger? Big cheese. Joseph, do you want cheese on the burger?
Yeah, man. Oh, some cheese on there.
Could they be any more perfect cuts? I don't think so. Gotta be the grill. Nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me.
Wow, that's pretty good turning.